Welcome everyone to our November QualiWare Users Group meeting. For the agenda today, after Kevin's CloseReach news, we're going to have a featured presentation by Earl Fisher from PSPC on BPMN modeling guide. And then we'll hear from Carl Drodge on data management health check. Kevin will also discuss DM box data management in QualiWare. And then we'll wrap things up and talk about our user group meeting for the new year. So I'm going to hand things over to Kevin to get us started now with our CloseReach news. So Kevin, over to you.
Okay, great. So people know we have a new hire at CloseReach. His name is Jayval. He'll be starting mid-December. He's going to join our tech support group, working with Scott and Rashab, but Rashab will be less available because he's going to be out full-time, hopefully very soon with ESDC. Some of you may have noticed in our blog posts and if you follow us on Twitter that we have joined the UN Global Compact, which is all about social development goals and sustainability. And QualiWare supports that, and we're going to start using that internally for our own organization, but I know the federal government has a number of different initiatives underway to track sustainability and to track the whole social development goals space. And I know that they've committed to the Global Compact as well. That stuff is all supported inside QualiWare already. So you can relate your programs to specific goals, whether it's better education or whether it's environmental concerns or whatever. But you're going to start to see more of that on the CloseReach website, as well as in our blog posts and things like that. So within your own organizations, you can tell them you already have a tool that helps to support all of that information. The other thing that is happening, the translation suite. We've now updated that. There was an issue with one of the releases, and all of the buttons and that were not showing. So that translation suite has now been updated and is available and working. So you can contact support if you need the latest version of that, to help you create, language or objects in an alternate language. The product roadmap initiative that Cecile has underway, we're getting information back from different departments, and we also have an update, thanks CRA, from I guess the the Government of Canada QualiWare user group that has been set up. So
and ESDC.
ESDC was the other department. Yes, that was coordinating and organizing that. So thank you very much. So we have some feedback from them as well. But we've still reached out to all of the different departments to give us information that they want in terms of future product roadmap stuff that we will be communicating to QualiWare. In terms of Azure Cloud and being able to provide a protected B instance, we've been working with, as I mentioned in previous meetings, we've been working with QualiWare and ESDC on getting QualiWare's QualiCloud certified. So Microsoft can provide an instance that, on the cloud, on Azure, but that doesn't mean it's protected B. There's a lot of other things around that have to happen. We have found a local supplier who can deliver that to us much quicker. And we are actually have a a final meeting this Thursday to talk with them about pricing for this. It's an Ottawa-based company that's delivered Azure Protected B instances. We've been working with them. Our tech support group has been working with them to instantiate QualiWare in that Protected B instance to see what's special and what might break. But we seem to have gotten through that pretty easily. So we're just in the final stages of identifying what that offering would look like. So it would be an all Canadian, all Canada based Protected B instance. And we're working out the details about what kind of backups would happen. They would obviously be kept in Canada. And if a customer required a hot site, so if we're resident in Canada East with the regular site, the hot site would reside in Canada West, and then we would look at what the failover capabilities there that might be required. So we're working out the rest of the technical details around that as well as the pricing, and I'm hopeful. We don't have a user group meeting in December, but by January, if not sooner, our January meeting, if not sooner, you'll start to see us push some information out about that. I know that ESDC, obviously wants a Protected B instance, and also Global Affairs, who are on QualiWare's cloud right now as well. So we're actively pursuing that local solution, so that we can deliver it sooner than what might be possible in terms of getting QualiWare's provided solution certified for Protected B. So that's good news. In terms of contract changes, we're still trying to work with PSPC on what the options are for extending the current contract beyond May. And Bruno and I, Bruno from CBSA and I have to have a bit of a conversation to try and push that forward. We have the SALSA available beyond that, but that doesn't address some things like services and training and things that are a little bit easier for new customers onboarding to have all of that in one place, as we do with the current EA solution contract. We've submitted today for a new SALSA to bring the Fortig engineering reliability models and content on board to be able to sell that. And we expect sort of other software solutions powered by QualiWare. Just like CBP, we have a SALSA right now for them to buy those models and that add on to QualiWare. We envision having a number of those, Fortig being one, and we're working on several others right now. So more details to follow on that. Any questions, anybody? Things that I might not have covered?
Yes, Kevin, Francois here from CBSA. Could you circle back to the translation model you mentioned previously?
Yes.
Maybe it's my wishful thinking, but is this just essentially a translation table where you have no fields and you manually add the equivalent in the other language you want? Or is this something that can actually prompt some automated translation, which would be wonderful?
That would be wonderful. I agree. However,
all right. Wishful thinking again.
No, the translation suite is the one that we've always had, which is select the set of models you want, and we will extract the content into a spreadsheet, which can then be sent to whatever translation service you would like to use. And then when we bring it back in, it will create all of, so for example, if I have exported my English content, when we bring that spreadsheet back in, it compares the English content that went out to what is still in the tool. If it all still matches, it will create the French language variant for you and import all of the translated content.
Well, that's
So
still not too shabby. So that's pretty good as well. Thanks.
yes, and that's existed for a while. It was originally built under D&D by us under D&D's watch. SSC paid for some additional functionality to be added to that, which we did, but the latest version of QualiWare broke that a little bit. So we have taken a bit of time, unfortunately, too long, but that has now been repaired. And so those new routines are available to departments. Just if you hit start a support ticket, the team will make sure that you get the latest and greatest. And again, these show up under the tools menu, so right in QLM, so that you can generate, those spreadsheets. With the web capabilities now within QualiWare, yeah, it would be nice if we could do something on the web side, on the browser side. We're a little ways away from doing that right now. But at least
Kevin,
this way it saves you generating all of those, language variants for all of your objects.
Yeah, Kevin, this is James. Good thing you brought that point up, because that's what we're trying to do at CBSA. We're going to translate the user interface, and it's a bit challenging in that sense. So yeah, I would stop at that because we're still working on it. I'm not going to comment a lot on it yet.
So James, I can.
Yeah.
So when you say translating the user interface, you mean the web?
The web interface.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
some things to note. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of little intricacies to updating, putting that information in your publisher in the right way.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're working on that. We're working through that. But if there was a easier facility provided by the tool itself, then that would greatly help the time to deploy it. Yeah.
D&D has done a lot of work on that, and we'd be happy to share some of that work, as much of that work as we can, if you wanted to reach out.
Okay. Yeah.
To myself, Adam Cunningham, or to Vince Canal. He'd be we're very generous to share stuff like that. We understand it is a lot of work.
So Adam,
that would be great, Adam.
If you want to share that stuff with us, we'll put up links to our file server for that kind of stuff. Okay. No problem.
Because I think we have, I think Shared Services is looking for the same too.
Yeah, objects have to be translated on their own individually, but in terms of the actual GUI itself, a lot of that's standard stuff. That's the translations go into the HTML publisher, and that'd be pretty easy to just export to whatever, an Excel file and share around.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm making a note to follow up with you.
Perfect. Thanks, Adam.